Well, good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Bill.
This is FNC's Morning View, and we have some special guests this morning who, some of which dressed up and some didn't, but that's okay because we don't decide sometimes how we're going to dress. These are some bright FNC people, so bright I'm going to put on my sunglasses to deal with them because they've done some really cool stuff. We're going to introduce them. The project lead on the new rollout of AppraisalPort is John Fisher, and John, we're happy to have you.
Thank you for asking.
And assisting John in the new ports, I said AppraisalPort, but it's AppraisalPort, TitlePort, InspectionPort, and LoanPort. We're going to talk about all that. Is Kim Byler, who was the business lead, I think, or that was what I was led to believe. And you know, just by looking at the blue jeans, who our technical lead was, John Marsalis, all right? And so we're happy to have you all. You want to tell us about the new AppraisalPort and what makes it special and all that?
Well, we're real excited about what the team has done with the new AppraisalPort. Been a lot of focus on the user experience. We've upgraded the technology so it runs now in the most modern browsers, which gives a lot of flexibility to our users. And we've also spent a good deal of time upgrading some functionality that we believe our users are going to be really happy with. We have an office management functionality that we thought was going to be a little slow goer, but it sounds like and looks like it's going pretty fast as far as adoption. Yeah,
That's
so
good.
this weekend opened our eyes on that a little bit, but we're very proud of the things that we've done there. And profile has been enhanced to a good degree.
So if I'm an appraiser, I keep up with my own stuff now.
Yes, you keep up with your own stuff, and we tell you how good of a job you're doing with that as well. So there's a score that shows you how complete your profile is, which is important because our bank clients want a complete profile on you when they put you in their CMS.
I think appraisers want three things. Number one, they want to get a full fee.
Yes.
They want to get a full fee. They want to get paid the full fee. Number two, they want to know how we can share their name with all our lender clients. And number three, they want to know how they can get paid quicker. So,
Is that all they want?
I think so. I mean, they want a lot of work, right? They want a lot of work, right? They want a lot of work. And so, let's just be candid. Well, they want guard too. And because they want to know how the lender's going to keep score on them, and they want to know, they want to make it easy. I want to be able to work on any browser I want to work on. So just so I know, so you tell our audience the same thing you told me. John, what do these folks do on the project?
Well, John leads our development effort, and he has a team of crack developers. I was actually amazed this weekend when we were rolling out, and any rollout would hit a few little hiccups along the way, but they immediately jumped in and repaired those things, and so we've got a very good development team. We also have a great front end group led by Jason Berlingeri and Robbie Dahl. They did a fantastic job as well, so we're very proud of what they've done.
What are you all the proudest of, or the most proud? I guess maybe I should say most proud. Dr. Dorsey taught me most proud.
From a technology standpoint, from a feature standpoint, I guess the things that I think are the most impressive are the search and the access to the data that the appraisers now have, kind of being able to get at their orders and from any different direction. I think the responsiveness of the design, so the transition between PC and tablet and phone is pretty cool.
So you can have any device and it'll recognize what you're on.
Yes.
And it'll serve it up the way you need it.
It will format it based off of the size of the device that you're on.
That's good. It's like that bring your own device thing, right?
Exactly what it's like.
Serve it up and however you need it, all right? So what do you think that the lenders and appraisers are going to like the most out of these new sites, a new suite of sites? Any idea? You want to?
I think another big thing that from the appraiser standpoint, from the small mom and pop shops, the 3 to 5 to 10 appraisers is the office management functionality that John referred to. Being able to have an office manager have insight into all of the orders that are coming through your firm, and being able to take actions on those orders on behalf of the appraisers that you work with, being able to message back and forth with the lender clients, being able to accept orders while John's out in the field, being able to set inspection dates, so on and so forth.
So this thing went live like Friday night. You all were up all night, right? You're up all night, and do you have any surprises?
No, I mean, honestly,
No surprises?
John mentioned it. They're everything of this size and this magnitude. You're not gonna get everything perfect right off the bat. We worked through a couple small issues over the weekend. We'll continue to do that today and this week. But for the size, the effort, and the amount of integrations that this platform has, it's gone amazingly smooth.
There's an amazing amount of transactions flowing across these portals. And it's important to recognize that vendors are outside the lender's firewall. They're sitting on this portal. And that's the whole security thing is very important. We allow lenders to traffic, appraisers to traffic across AI-ready files. It's got all that data and images and that sort of thing in there. That's really important. And there's just a ton of things, security-wise, verification of vendors. Talk a little bit about some of the verifications, how a lender, when they set up a vendor, what kind of verifications we go through, just at a high level.
Well, we do a couple of things, and
Put my sunglasses back on, y'all so bright you're blind.
on AppraisalPort, a vendor in their profile, we check their license against ASC.gov. We tell them if we're having an issue with verification.
So they put their license number in,
Mm-hmm.
and every state they're in, and all that stuff, and then we go check it,
That's correct, we do.
because we have to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's required in today's marketplace, no question about that. But we tell them if there's a problem with it. Now, we don't want anybody to get too excited about it because, I mean, we do a thorough check on name, expiration date, license number, and state. And, my name's, I go by John, and that is my name. But if my name were Jonathan, and I used that on my license, but John publicly, I might have a mismatch. So, there's some, it has to be pretty specific. But we do the check, and it doesn't stop them from working. It just tells them, hey, you may have an issue here. But we also encourage.
So Dr. Dorsey can't use Yoda on the deal. He's got to put out Robert E. as opposed to Yoda.
Well, we all
You
know.
didn't know I had my name changed.
We all do know he is Yoda, so he might be able to use it.
Well, one thing that I think that's really good about this is it's created a new platform with the new technologies that's going to enable us to do some things, add on some things going forward that we weren't able to do before.
Like
So,
what?
Well, that's a good question.
Exactly. Let's talk about
Where are we
that.
going next? with some of these things?
We talked about this. For you listeners out there, we talked about people needing rush orders. All right, and so basically, one of the things we have on our roadmap, we've talked about internally. I'm not going to commit you to this. I'm just going to talk about it.
You're not?
No, not today. Yes, appraisers
Thanks,
would
Bill.
love to see a way to get paid a little bit more for a rush order, right? Today, they just do it out of the kindness of their heart. Well, Uber has taught us kindness is worth something, right? If you want somebody to show up like that, that's worth something.
Absolutely.
And so we're kicking around this concept of you need a rush order, fine, let's bid it. So maybe you get paid more. And we think that would be a big win for appraisers, and a big win on our ports for BPO providers on inspection port too, potentially.
Right.
So you want to comment on the kind of the roadmap for the future?
Well, the roadmap, that's one thing that we really have focused on. We wanted to get this new platform out with some of the early enhancements, but we have some broader enhancements planned for the near future. We have talked about the responsiveness of the site and that it can work on multiple devices. Well, we'll be enhancing mobile communication.
It smells like, it sounds almost like apps. Almost like apps.
It could. You could go down that path. You could go down that path. But it's very critical for our users to be able to message quickly and accept and reject orders very quickly. And apps or that mobile world really helps you do that. So that'll be an early initiative. We will also have some early initiatives that further tie the CMSs and the ports together on the vendor management side as well.
What about the ability for helping the small appraisal firm manage their appraisers? I think you've talked in the past about some new initiatives that you have coming in the future in there.
Yeah, I think that with the office management piece that we put in was just kind of the beginnings of it. guessed, we talked to the appraisers, we assumed that this is what they wanted, so we kind of moved forward with a small portion of it right now. We're going to gather a lot of feedback on that. I think that'll probably be the point of the site that we get the most feedback on over the coming couple weeks, months, whatever. And I think that that's an area that, as that feedback comes in, will expand pretty significantly.
So you got the frame on the car, you got an engine in it, you got a transmission in it, got some wheels on it, and you're continuing to build out the interior and make it look pretty.
It's got a fantastic paint job.
There you go, got a good paint job.
I've always said that this is not the end of this project. This is really just the beginning of what AppraisalPort can be and the platform itself can be.
Well, John Fisher, Kim Byler, John Marcellus, we say thank you. Folks, we're out of time. This is the end of F&C's Morning View today. You'll be hearing a lot more about our new ports as well as a lot more about Yoda. You all have a fantastic day. Goodbye, Bob.
Bye.